Welcome back to Brain Lags, where we map out the strange, hidden systems that secretly govern our everyday lives. Imagine two teenagers sitting in their separate bedrooms. The doors are locked, the house is quiet, and they decide to exchange a private, intimate photo. It is a completely mutual, agreed-upon decision. But the moment they hit send, they cross an invisible line. Even with total agreement between them, the state classifies this private exchange as a severe digital sex crime. Floating silently above our most private moments is a sprawling, high-stakes web of legal boundaries. Governments have drawn strict parameters around human intimacy, defining exactly who owns your body and when you are allowed to make choices about it. Stumbling over one of these unseen legal tripwires, even accidentally, instantly turns ordinary human behavior into a life-altering criminal offense. The most rigid of these boundaries is the age of consent. It acts as a strict numerical threshold. Hit 18 in India, or anywhere from 16 to 18 in the United States, and the state flips a switch, legally granting you the power to say yes. Before that exact birthday, your consent literally does not exist in the eyes of the law. If someone lies to you about their age and you believe them, your intentions offer zero protection. Crossing that boundary with someone under the legal limit results in a statutory rape charge, regardless of what you thought was true. Smartphones have multiplied these traps. What used to be a bad breakup can now trigger severe legal penalties. Offenses like revenge porn, sextortion, and cyberstalking mean a single tap on a screen can result in permanent criminal records. For minors, taking and sending an intimate photo of themselves to a peer triggers aggressive child protection statutes. The law strips away the context of teenage romance and treats the data purely as illegal imagery. For minors, digital intimacy exists in a space where personal intentions offer no legal protection. A single saved image can turn a smartphone into a piece of criminal evidence that follows you for life. Even for adults, the rules of engagement are highly specific. The absence of the word no does not translate into a legal yes. Courts increasingly rely on the standard of affirmative consent. It requires an agreement that is freely given, fully informed, and completely reversible at any second. Silence, intoxication, or fear automatically invalidate the transaction. But the most disturbing tripwires are geographical. The exact same physical act is judged entirely differently depending on where you happen to be standing on the planet. In the United States, marital rape is a crime across all 50 states, but cross the border into India and you encounter a starkly different legal reality. Under Section 375, a specific loophole remains active, permitting sex without consent if the wife is over 18. Bodily autonomy depends entirely on the soil you stand on. Your fundamental right to consent shifts the moment you cross a border, turning a personal choice into a localized legal privilege. Governments have historically exerted brutal physical control over bodily autonomy. This includes the eugenics-based sterilizations in the early 1900s in the US and the aggressive mass sterilization campaigns carried out during India's emergency period in the 1970s. You might think direct state intervention is a thing of the past, but reproductive autonomy remains a highly volatile legal battleground today. Boundaries that seemed permanent contract without warning. The overturning of Roe v. Wade erased decades of established federal protection, immediately pulling millions of people back under strict state-level restrictions. Yet while some lines tighten, others expand. In 2018, India's Supreme Court struck down Section 377, effectively decriminalizing same-sex relationships and removing a massive legal shadow over millions of citizens. Even with those steps forward, achieving full legal recognition, like marriage equality, is still a highly fragmented, ongoing fight across the globe. Legal codes stay in motion, constantly redefining what you are allowed to do with your body based on the shifting political climate of the moment. Governments design these strict regulations to prevent exploitation and balance power dynamics, ensuring the most vulnerable have a legal shield against abuse. But a shield you don't know how to wield cannot protect you. Understanding the legal realities of your relationships is an essential survival tool. When you step into a courtroom, the phrase, "I didn't know," holds zero weight. In the eyes of the state, ignorance of the law is a dangerous liability. Knowing exactly where these invisible lines are drawn is your absolute best defense against becoming an accidental criminal. Which of these legal boundaries surprised or alarmed you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, keep questioning the world around you. We'll map out another hidden system in the next episode of Brain Lags.